Alright, next up is Bride of Frankenstein. It's a sequel to Frankenstein, obviously. And pretty much, I also enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it a little bit more than the first Frankenstein. Uh, Both are good, but I enjoyed this a little bit. I thought it was a little bit more interesting. Um, so pretty much, it starts off right where the first one left off, where Dr. Frankenstein is being healed after his injuries, and the monster is, from what the people think, he's dead, but he isn't. The the whole building they burned down still burning, but he's trapped inside. Um, they're all leaving, and just one random guy. He's trying to look through it, and he falls, and then you see the monster. Pretty much kills him, and he comes to, and he's roaming around through the town again. But this time, what I thought was interesting, how um, they try to make the monster a little more human. He's trying to understand, being a nice, caring person. He's getting smarter, learning more about himself and about humanity. I thought that was really interesting. Um, like how he meets the old blind man, the old hermit, and the hermit teaches him how to talk a bit, um, introduces him to food, and at the and they form a friendship, and I thought that was really nice. I thought that was really well done. He gives him bread, he gives him wine. He's like, good friend, good bread, good wine, good. But the monster's still afraid of fire. So every time the hermit tries to smoke and he lights up the match, the monster gets scared. But the old hermit doesn't realize that he's taking care of the monster. The whole town's looking for, because they find out that the monster's still alive and he's still out there. So they're looking for him again. While that's going on, Dr. Frankenstein, he comes to. He's recovering from his injuries, and then another doctor comes in and tells him about his own experiments. And he tells them, "Help me with the new experiment I'm trying to do. It'll be worth it." At first, Frankenstein is hesitant. He doesn't. He wants to move on from experimenting on any kind of living thing. He just wants to have a normal life. But of course, he can't resist. He eventually gets convinced to do it after the other doctor, the older one, shows him he's been creating little people, and he says, "I'm gonna create a female for your monster that you created." And while that's going on, people find out where the monster is when they come visit when they run into the hermit's house, and they say, "You have the monster," and the poor old man's like, "He's my friend," and then, of course, his house starts burning, and the monster freaks out, and he runs off again, and they take the old hermit away. You never see him again, which I thought was really sad, because the hermit, when he's talking to the monster, he tells him, I haven't talked to a person in forever, in many years, and you're the first one to come by." And his only friend is gone, and ends up badly. But the monster's roaming around. This time he's changed. He's talking. He is less aggressive towards people. Uh, he's trying. He's trying. There's another scene where he's at the waterfall. I believe so, and he tries to help a girl. She freaks out, and and he gets scared off pretty much. Or when he's like, looking for help, these kids, they see him, they freak out, and he doesn't know what to do. And he eventually meets up with the other doctor who is creating the life mate for him, and it all goes crazy at the end. How they kidnap Dr. Frankenstein's girlfriend, wife now, because they just got married. They kidnap her, and he says, "If you don't help me," that's why he eventually gets convinced, because they kidnap his wife, and he said, "If you don't help out with the female monster, we're gonna hurt your wife." And he says, "Fine, I'll do it." So they create the female monster, the monster's mate, and she's alive. How they say, she's alive. The bride of Frankenstein awakens, and of course the monster's he's happy, but she rejects him. She doesn't really understand what's going on, and then he says, "She hate me," and things don't turn out well. But eventually, Dr. Frankenstein and his wife, they escape, and you have that sweet moment where the monster's, he's trying to be kind to his new mate. He's kind of crying. He's crying. I was gonna say, what's the other word? I just say crying. He's like, and then she screams, "Ah, no, get away from me!" She doesn't say "get away from me," but pretty much that's what she's trying to say. But she can't talk. She. All that she can do is just scream and just she is where he was in the first film. She doesn't have a normal function of herself, pretty much. So I'm trying to say, but and then the monster says, "Fuck it, I'm killing everyone inside this building." Kills himself, kills his bride, and kills the old crazy doctor who created the bride for him, because things didn't work out like they planned to. And like I said, so Dr. Frankenstein's wife, they escape, and the movie ends. Yeah, what I thought was interesting was they don't show the bride of Frankenstein until the very end of the movie, and usually that would bother people. But I liked everything that happened, for the most part, before she shows up. I like how the monster is rubbing around. He's changing and everything. All that stuff with the hermit. Also, another funny thing is how there's an old lady in the movie. She's the same actress from The Invisible Man that owned the tavern with her husband and was freaking out every time The Invisible Man did something crazy. She always freaking out. Same actress, and I thought, oh, okay. She's pretty much playing the same character. I'm not sure it is the exact same character, like same name and everything, but she pretty much acted the same way. I thought that was kind of funny. She sees the monster, she's like, ah! that the actor's really good. Colin Clive, who passed away after this movie came out. He did a good job again as Henry Frankenstein. Boris Karloff has the monster, of course. He did a good job. A little bit of dialogue. The actor who played the old, crazy doctor, he did a good job. The actress who played the bride Frankenstein, she did a good job. Of course, the old hermit, he did a good job. Because the acting was fun. I liked the story. I liked the all led up to, you know, the demise of the both monsters. Or they tried to like, the old crazy doctor tried to play matchmaker and it didn't work out. Pretty much. And it was a little bit better than the original Frankenstein, but I still enjoyed both of them very much. Again, they're called classics for a reason, and I can totally see why. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have anything else to say except that I know I keep saying this all the time, and these reviews that even though they're older films, I'm not spoiling it because how can you spoil a movie that's over 70 years old? But and the movie has a really great pace. I like it, but what I really like about these movies is that they're only like an hour, 10 minutes long, and they go back quick, and you don't need to make them that long. You really get to the point. Yeah, I like that. That's how they used to make movies. Everything's gotta be long nowadays, but whatever. Usually it's not that bad when it's that long, but doesn't have to be long every single time, is what I'm saying. But I'm kind of going off topic here. But Bride Frankenstein's a good movie. Bride Frankenstein, good. So thanks for watching. Definitely recommend Frankenstein, Bride Frankenstein. And that's it. Those are my thoughts. Okay. Adios.